Hey guys, so I have some Yankee candle haulage to share with you. I've got some odds and ends in the front here, and then I've got the cookie swap collection in the back. So I mentioned recently that I was able to go to the Flagship store in South Deerfield, Massachusetts, and that was an okay experience. It was kind of a shame because we were in Vermont visiting my fiance's parents, and they live like an hour and 20 minutes away. And so we got up one morning and went to the Kringle headquarters, which is like on the way. And then by the time we got to Yankee, it was like an hour before lunch, and I'm thinking this is a bad time to stop here because I know what's going to happen. People are going to get hungry and they're going to want to leave, and I'm not going to be ready to go. And sure enough, that's what happened. But it probably worked out because they have a lot of stuff there, and a lot of their candles are very spread out over like the many different rooms that they have. And so like I was running around all over the place trying to find this collection and that collection, and at the time they were just putting out the cookie swap collection and also I think it's called the Glamour. It's some collection that has glamour in the name. Hey, quiet. So they were just putting that out. So like I had to track those down. Like I had to ask people, where's this? Where's that? They do have one big main room where like most of the candles and stuff are, but there are many other rooms like attached to that have other types of things like decor, like home decor, and then they'll put like candles in, like interspersed in those rooms. And then the cookie swap collection was actually in a completely different area. And then the glamour collection was like in another completely different area. So it was kind of chaotic. It was a little bit crowded. I was in a hurry. It was just kind of a crazy experience. So, and I was looking around, and I was, I knew before I went in that currently available was like the $50 off a $100 purchase coupon. And then they were also having, I want to say like buy one, get one free, or buy two, get one free. Hey, what? Stop it. Buy two, get two free, or buy three, get three free. And plus there was also like free shipping with a $50 purchase online. But in the store, like I asked about shipping because I didn't want to buy anything and, have to like bring it home with me, or bring it on the plane. I didn't want to have to buy anything large and bring it on the plane. So, I asked about shipping, and the first person I asked said, well, I'm not sure. It depends. I was like, okay, great. She's like, oh, they'll tell you at the register. And I'm like, well, I don't want to get up to the register and find out then. So I asked somebody else, and they're like, oh, well, generally it's like 12% of your purchase. And I'm like, okay, but you guys have free shipping online right now. She's like, yeah, we can't really match that. So I'm like, okay, guess I'm not buying any large jars. So, I saw a couple things I wanted. And I'm kind of wishing that I had gone ahead and gotten them. Like I was thinking about getting one of the, it's like the New England maple candles, because they had those in like the 3 different labels. I also saw the pineapple Illumilid that, by the time I saw it and like saw how gorgeous it was not available anymore on the website. That was there. I could have picked that up. But I don't know, things just weren't like, I wasn't in the right mindset. It just was not meant to be. So, Also, I smelled the cookie collection. When I smelled them there, I wasn't, like, nothing was grabbing me. I smelled the Glamour collection, the one that I was interested in. I forget what it's even called. Like, I didn't like it. And then, yeah, like I said, like, oh, I had a nosebleed while I was there, and had to, like, spend probably 15 minutes in the bathroom waiting for it to stop. And then, of course, like, my fiance comes by at one point, and he's like, we're hungry, you ready to eat? I'm like, yeah, of course. So I could have gone back, but, like, and I thought maybe after lunch I would go back, but, like, our lunch was kind of underwhelming. I don't know. I just was not in the right mood. So, anyway, I did end up placing an order for the cookie swap collection and some other things. But, yeah, it's, I don't know, just wasn't, like I said about Kringle, you know, don't just go make the trip. Like, if you're already in the area, you're close by, and it's not too much trouble to get there, that's one thing. But, like, I wouldn't, like, book a trip up there solely based on this experience, you know? Because, I mean, I could have made, like, the 3.5-hour trip to Houston and had access to pretty much everything that I wanted there, you know? There wasn't anything incredibly special except for that, you know, the New England maple candle. Okay, so anyway, 7 minutes in, I probably need to start talking about some of this stuff. So, first up, I'll talk about this. I found this in TJ Maxx and was pretty excited. I love this scent. This is Season of Peace. It was discontinued a couple years ago. This is a 2014 pour. This is a scent where, like, I have plenty of tarts in this. I have two tumblers, but I fall in love with it every time I smell it. And when I picked it up in the store, I fell in love with it, and I'm like, it's coming home with me. So it's so beautiful. It's one of my favorite Yankee fragrances. It's one of my favorite winter fragrances. It's probably one of my all-time favorites. Would never want to live without this scent in my life. And it's so hard to explain what it is. It's powdery, it's beautiful, it's cozy. It's like, it's a warm scent. I wouldn't call it like a mint or a, you know, a cool scent, or even, there's not really any pine in here. To me, it's more like an amber, cashmere. Yeah, in fact, I would consider this to be a cashmere type scent. Gorgeous. If you haven't smelled this one, and you see it, I would definitely recommend picking it up. It's amazing. So, then, I want to say I did 2 sets of the 50 off of $100 purchase. Or I did 1 set of 50, and then I think I did what did I do? Buy 3, get 3 free? Yeah. Or whatever, however that worked out. And I got, yeah, so I did the 50 off 100, and it seems like, guys, I may be missing something here. I'm probably missing something, because I know that all of this would not have come to $100. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Two of these I did with the 50 off 100, and then got free shipping, because that came to about $50. And then I did a buy 2 get 2, which came to like $55, and then got free shipping. That's what I did. Okay, not that that really matters, but that is how I got it, you know, to be about what I wanted it to be. So I picked up some fragrance spheres. I'm kind of liking these things. I like to put them at my desk at work, and like when I just need to smell something, I'll like grab it and kind of squeeze it and, you know, like waft it by my nose. Also, I've heard that these things are really good in the car, and I keep meaning to try one of them in the car. I haven't gotten around to it yet, though. But I picked up All Is Bright because I thought this might be a nice one for after Christmas when I need like something cheerful. I got Christmas Cookie because who doesn't love Christmas Cookie? And then I got Dreamy Summer Nights because I like this scent too. And there it is. Very, very good. Okay, then the Cookie Swap collection. Before I do that, I'll mention this and I'll save the last part for the Cookie Swap. I did pick up a large jar of North Pole. I love the label on this. You know, I love the label when it was a nice big picture, but like this, you know, I'll say it again. I am a fan of the new labels. I like them. I think that they're a lot more modern looking, and that's really my taste. So, okay, so, and of course, like, just because I get this because I love the label, like it came all jacked up and wasn't on straight, like wasn't on smooth. So I try to fix it. You can still see like there's a ripple in here. I just need to learn my lesson and not do that. But I do like the North Pole scent. It's beautiful. I just love the look of this candle, so I would love to have it in my collection and keep it. Even to like just have out as decoration for Christmas, I think is nice. Okay, so Cookie Swap. There's been a lot of information or reviews finally out about these, and I will say I've pretty much agreed with everything that I've heard so far. Brett Parker did an awesome review on his channel, Two Gay Dads, I believe. He like hit the nail on the head with every single one of these scents. I want to say that Anthony from Candle Cafe also did a review of some of these and basically confirmed what Brett said. And I'm pretty much going to be confirming, you know, what they said with these. So to get started, the only one that I did not get a candle in was the iced gingerbread. I picked up the melt cup because I felt like I needed to at least try it in melt cup form. And Anthony said that he thought it smelled like cinnamon vanilla. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm not a fan of cinnamon vanilla. And I'm not a fan of this. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are the same thing. It's like, yeah, heavy cinnamon. You know, Yankee has this thing that they do with their cinnamon. When they put it in certain bakery scents, it smells like curry. And that's what this smells like to me, along with the cinnamon vanilla scent. So, not a fan. Also, these melt cups do come in this smooth wax, which I have not melted one with a smooth wax before, so I'm not sure about the performance of that. But gingerbread, maybe. Yeah, there's ginger in here, but oh man, I much prefer their original gingerbread scent. It's classic. It's good. It would have been nice if this did have a little bit more like that sugary icing scent. I really don't get too much of that from this. I don't know. So that's that. Next, I'll talk about Magic Cookie Bar. So this is like chocolate and coconut and butterscotch. And I want to say, I believe that this might be a repackage of an old scent from a while back called Coconut Cookie Bar, because I think they had similar notes. And that one, it's been a while since I've had it. I have tarts in it, but at the time that I bought them, like, I'm pretty sure they were old and really didn't have much scent left to them. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is that scent. So it's good. I get, I'm actually going to smell the candle lid. I very much get that butterscotch with a little bit of coconut in the background. Some people are saying chocolate. maybe a touch. And I don't get peanut butter from this. It's definitely more butterscotch. So that's pretty good. Actually, like I said, I wasn't wowed by any of these in the store when I smelled them. But I think like I was having a hard time smelling them because there was so much other stuff that I had been smelling, and the air was basically like permeated with all the different scents from the different candles. So I was having a hard time getting a good idea if I liked any of these. And, but I was like, you know what, if I don't get them, I know I'm going to regret it. And I have to say, like, I am glad that I picked them up. Okay, so next up we have the sprinkled sugar cookie. Brett said that he thought this smelled like medicine, even like Band-Aids or something. And I completely get that when I first smell this. It's so weird. I guess it's whatever chemical they use to like make the vanilla cookie in this. Yeah, I mean, I seriously doubt that's going to stay when it burns, so I'm not really that worried about it. But it's weird. Yeah, and so this does not smell like Christmas cookie or buttercream or really even vanilla cupcake. This is kind of its own thing. Maybe, and I if I'd thought about it earlier, I would have pulled it down. It might be similar to vanilla cookie, which I loved. That's like my favorite. I think my favorite Yankee vanilla scent was vanilla cookie. But yeah, I'm excited to try this one. Anyway, I also wonder about cream colored ponies. Do you guys remember that one from the My Favorite Things from a couple years ago? I went through that one. I don't have it anymore, so I can't really compare it. But I kind of wonder. Next up, candy cane meringue. And this is one I really could not get a sense of in the store. In fact, somebody who commented on, I think it was one of Anthony's videos, asked if this smelled like candy cane lane, and I said yes. And I don't really know why I did that because it's not true. I was sniffing this, and like when I got it in my order, and I was like, that really does smell like a meringue. And then Brett said it smells like lemon chiffon, which I wouldn't say it's like exactly lemon chiffon. To me, this is a meringue, lemon meringue scent. Lemon chiffon had a heavier lemon. I mean, it did have that meringue note, but the lemon was definitely like a deeper, stronger lemon. Whereas this, maybe even with a crust, I'm trying to remember. I finished lemon meringue earlier this year. Lemon meringue had, lemon chiffon. Lemon chiffon had something weird about it. It wasn't like completely unpleasant, but, and I've heard other people say this, whereas this doesn't have that weird note. This smells more like just simple lemon meringue. Maybe there's a little bit of mint in here in the background, but it's kind of weird. Very strange that would smell like lemon meringue, but it does. Okay, then we have Mary Berry Linzer. Another one I had a hard time getting a sense of in the store. I definitely get raspberry jam from this with a little bit of almond. It's pretty nice. I'm pretty excited about trying this one. Is there a cookie scent in here? Maybe a little bit of like a shortbread. It's pretty nice. So I'm glad to have that one. And then finally is the crunchy pistachio vanilla. So this one I do get like that sweet, like almond / pistachio scent, but there is also like something perfumey about it. Brett said the same thing. It's interesting. It's a little bit more perfumey than I would like for it to be. I wish it were more just kind of pistachio almond. Also, it does not smell like the Macaron Treats candle. This is not a repackage of that, because that one's more of like a vanilla with like a little bit of almond. There's no perfuminess to that one at all. In fact, I swear I smell something. I'm starting to smell Bath and Body Works in everything. I can't quite figure it out. But anyway, so yeah, it's a little more perfumey than I'd like it to be, but we will give it a try and see how it does. And hopefully it will be pretty good. So, yeah, so I'm hoping to, shoot, I think I'm all caught up with my reviews of like Yankee for the holidays. I've been tempted to place another order. Like I've suddenly decided that I want another Winter Glow. I want one in the large jar. I have 2 2-wick tumblers. I've got like 3 milk cups. I've got some tarts. I've got the scent beads. I've got all kinds of stuff in it. But like for some reason, I decided that I want a large jar in it. And I'm going to try to hold out until semi-annual sale, because there's some other scents that I'd like to get backups of. But I know like the best time, if you want a bunch of stuff, the best time to purchase is semi-annual sale, because it typically goes lower than 50% off. So trying to hold out for that. And yeah, what else was I going to say? I was going to say that, the Glamour collection. So it was Midnight Magic was the one I was most interested in, because it mentioned having vanilla and oud wood, which I've liked oud wood in a couple of different fragrances, but that one was, I don't know, I just didn't like it. It kind of reminded me of like the Black Magic candle. And then the one I actually really liked that I didn't think I would was the martini one. It was like ginger martini. Crap, I can't remember the name of it, but it was the martini one. I actually kind of liked that one. I'm not sure if I like it enough to get a candle in it, but maybe during the semi-annual sale, if I can get it relatively cheap, I would pick it up. The other two, to be honest with you, I don't even remember what they were. They were so unforgettable. Also got to smell the Cherry Gin Fizz in the Pure Radiance, which I hadn't smelled. Not surprised I didn't care for that one too much. I mean, it smelled just like I expected, a fizzy cherry scent with like kind of that dry champagne fragrance to it as well. I didn't care for that. And yeah, I want to say that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and that it helped you with making any decisions about purchasing from the Cookie Swap collection. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you as always for watching. Bye.